It's Thursday, it's 8 o'clock, and it's the Big Detecting Show. Good evening, Adrian. How are you today?
Evening, David. I'm fine. You all right?
Tickety-boo.
Good. COVID-free, unlike a lot of people.
Unlike Shane. We were supposed
to
be going out detecting this weekend. It was going to be my third weekend on the run, and he got struck down by COVID this morning, so he's not very well.
Oh, bless him. Wish him better.
And all the other people. There's quite a few people again. It's coming round again.
Yeah. I'm just getting over mine. I just bunged up still, but
no, mate. That's the 8 pints last night. Let's be honest.
Yeah. Probably was. Don't want to tell everyone about that, but yeah.
I won't say. My lips are sealed. We won't say a word.
No. Anyway,
have you been out and about?
I've got earbud thing.
That's the producer in your ear.
Yeah. I went out to Sunday. Got a new permission, which not on Sunday, but there was a man with a big gun shooting things, and he was a very delightful chap. And he said, "Oh, would you like to detect on my mother's land?" And I went, "Oh yeah." And his granddad's got permissions up north in Yorkshire, and has made a lot of money from hoards that have been found on his land. And he said,
Right.
I'll speak to my mum. So I got a new permission. I'm going to look out on Sunday. So yeah,
Marvelous.
Went out with the Atrex, finished the field test on that. It'll be in next month's Treasure Hunting magazine. Atrex, not Apex. Oh, you'll have to read. I've just got to let the dog out. Sorry, I've got a puppy, everyone, and it needs to go out. The Atrex, yeah, interesting. Sorry, waffle on. Sorry.
I don't talk very much. I'm not good in front of the camera, and I don't know what to say. Well, tonight we have with us, joining us momentarily, Mr. Chris Langstone and Digger Dawn, who will be revealing all about their recent trip to London, where Adrian lives, all about the mudlarking that they've participated in that London where Adrian lives.
I don't live in London, David.
You're a cockney. You're a cockney.
No, I'm not a cockney.
If you look like a cockney and you sound like a cockney, you're a cockney.
I don't look like a cockney. I don't look like a cockney. You look more like a cockney. You look like that bloke off EastEnders. What is his, Phil Mitchell?
What?
Anyway.
Short, fat with hairy... Oh, no, that was...
no, hard.
That was
anyway,
the other fella. Hello, everybody in the chat room. Tony Kaywood, Martin Hammond, Stafford Searchy Shane, Dominic Tomczyk, where's my wee? Lloyd Sims, Kev Whitmore, Steve Denwell, Dark Knight Detectorist, Stephen Brain, John Clayton, Eagle Eye DJ, off we go, Kerry Fuller, Mudlarking with Adam Gates, Sky Jackson. Hello, Sky. Nice to see you there. I haven't seen Sky for a while, have we?
No. Dark Knight Detectorist. I haven't forgot your thing. I've just been busy, but I'll try and do it tomorrow.
Shaz Day, Ken Cunliffe, Chris Davis, Terry Wallace, and the ever so popular Mr. Facebook user
Graham. I was whistling the dog. It's like no one's in, and I'm looking after it. So it's like
right. I thought you'd just been random.
No. Tick. Right. No, every
what was
time.
his name? What was his name in the Carry On film? Jack.
Nelly, come here.
And he done that. Jack.
Oh, yes, he did have like a tick in it.
Jack, someone.
See if that will calm it down. Talk, Dave, or say something. Badger.
Oh. Bodger.
I'll put it down.
Anyway, enough of our random witterings. Shall we introduce everybody to? Oh, so happy St. Patrick's Day to everybody.
Oh yes.
I'm surprised you're not there for drinking Guinness. And before we go any further, the parish notices. The winner on Tony Kaywood's YouTube competition. Jack Douglas. There it is, Tom Trussell. Jack Douglas. The winner on TC's 8-Trex competition, Kevin Flint. If you are watching or if you know him, can you give him a shout to get in touch with Tony, as he hasn't done so yet? Staffordshire Searcher YouTube channel. Pop onto there and subscribe. He's got a fantastic array of prizes for the 500 subscriber mark. And don't forget, next week's Legend competition. We will be... I'll show you later on the competition where it is and everything on the Big Detecting Show website. And all you have to do is answer a single question, and that'll be drawn next week by Dilek. And finally, Adrian, me and you have finally received in full Dr. Monk's culinary challenge.
Yes, and he messaged tonight. I haven't read it yet, but yes, we have to cook something. Dave, is it me or I don't understand the recipe?
No idea what he's on about. I might just make a portion of chips and just put that there. Here's some chips.
It's like ye old sausages in a tin, isn't it? It's like ye will get some lovely grubbery stuff, and it looks nice, but I will make it and film it.
Smoke, mellow garlic, pepper. Oh, what's it called?
Nelly.
Oh, chai cheese it's called.
Yeah, chai cheese.
Take and raya hem in askies al neat uber al day uberly. It's an all day. So it's called chickpeas. Take and cover them in ashes all day and all night, or lay them in hot embers in the morning. Wash them clean in water. Simmer them up and add to them oil, whole garlic, saffron, powder fort, and salt. Simmer and serve it for. There you go.
Yeah, so I'm going to cook it. You're going to cook it. We could eat it live. I might post a bit to you, and you post a bit to me, and we could eat it.
I could do that. Or you could post a bit to Digger Dawn, because she loves doing tasting samples.
Yes,
she tastes all the best hand gel and stuff like that, doesn't she? So
yeah, she definitely does drink it. Yeah, we'll bring that up again today.
Yeah, no. Yeah. We won't ever bring anything up about Dawn and what she drinks. We'll never do that. Without further ado, there's Chris Langstone, and there's Digger Dawn. Good evening, both.
Hi, Chris. Hi, Dawn.
Hello. Oh, your dog's so cute, Adrian.
Yeah.
She's never once said that about us, has she, Adrian?
No, it's gone to sleep. We only got it, what? Oh, I don't know, 6-8 weeks ago. So it's only a puppy, but
they're hard work puppies, aren't they?
It is. It's like having an alcoholic child in the house. Yeah, it's just, and it makes me realise why we've not had any more kids.
To be fair, was much like you at the Rodney Cook Memorial. Then you were like, possibly. You were like an alcoholic child.
Yeah, but anyway,
but we can't talk about that.
No, dog's asleep, I think, so it's all good to go now.
Diggy's asleep.
Yeah, is he?
Yeah, he's not squeaking his ball tonight. Usually likes to get his ball out and squeak it when I'm talking. He's always squeaking his balls.
How's she beating us already?
I don't know. Yeah, it's only 12 minutes past 8.
Oh, this is our game, and we're getting beaten by Dawn.
No,
Chris, you have to make some random comments next, Chris. Go on, Adrian. Sorry,
I caught my dog chewing on my shaft the other day. I got it off. Luckily, got it off. But yeah, so yeah, that wasn't too bad.
Oh gosh,
I shouldn't
That's
just
why I
leave it
coming
laying
on here.
around.
Just make me laugh.
Yeah.
I've got nothing. I'll have to Google
Chris is
something now.
Chris is sitting on it.
Chris is going to
I
get
don't
his
know
slide.
what to say, does he?
Chris is going to get his slide trombone out in a minute and start playing that for us or something.
I do like your
Because-
background, Chris.
because
Is that
I
a
reckon-
spare room?
I reckon
Sorry.
Chris has got a huge package there.
Hmm.
That's all I've
I've
got.
got
Sorry, Chris.
long, slender.
What's he saying?
What was that? Who did?
I've got something very long and slender.
Long and slender.
It's not a Moulin X blender, is it? Not a Moulin.
No.
Oh, his pipe. It's his big pipe.
Oh yeah.
Is that what you
Yeah.
kids call them? Oh, right. Big pipe. Review. This is getting mucky already. It should be mucklarking, really, this tonight,
start
shouldn't it?
asking questions.
Chris,
Go on, Dave.
please introduce you for the masses, and then we'll ask Dawn to do the same.
Introduce myself. Yeah, I'm Chris, and I'm 49, 48. Yeah,
And the baby.
Yeah, I do metal detecting holidays on Instagram, and I knock around with that one a bit.
Knocking around with that one a bit. And he's got Chris. Just mention your Instagram channel because there's some cracking photos on there.
Metal detecting holidays, all one word, or just Google, Instagram Chris Langstone, and it'll pop up, and you'll see me, this bit, and lots of nice finds and stuff. So yeah,
Really nice Instagram
probably the best photographs of metal detecting finds you'll find. Adrian,
yeah, thank you.
you'd agree with that?
Well, yeah. Well, I think the followers. How many followers you got, Chris?
Just short of 35k.
Yeah. So that says it, doesn't it? Really? Yeah. That says it.
Yeah, but yes, that's all good.
And Dawn, because people won't know you, Dawn, could you? Because obviously you're very quiet and mild-mannered. Could you introduce yourself, please?
My name's Digger Dawn, otherwise known as Dawn Chip Chase. I'm not revealing my age. In fact, a strange thing is on Google, if you Google me, the first thing that comes up says Digger Dawn age, because nobody knows how old I am, including me. In fact, I was at work yesterday, and I was shocked. I went through a period of shockness because I've realised I was 2 years older than I thought I was. Anyway, let's get that.
So how old's that then?
28, obviously.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah. I thought it was only 26, you see. So anyway, I do metal detecting on YouTube as Digger Dawn. I would just reached 23,000 subscribers yesterday, so I was really, really pleased about that. I have a Facebook group called Digger Dawn Metal Detecting, which is a bit of share finds, but it's a really nice, friendly group. We have a bit of a laugh in there, and there's all sort of randomness and there's no nastiness. And there's about, I think we're just short of 20,000 people in that now as well. So yeah,
and of course you're from near London as well, from where Adrian's from.
Who, me?
It's the accent, I think, Dawn.
Oh yeah, you do get me mixed up with somebody off EastEnders. Yeah, like Shirley. All right, Shirley.
Like Phil
All right,
Mitchell above you.
Cheery. Who's Cheery?
Shirley. That
Who's
one.
Shirley?
All right, Shirley, I'm going to come and duff you up.
Oh, that's the manly looking one with short hair.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
Looks like Zelda from Terrorbox.
Daniela Wexborough.
The one Shirley, Danny Dyer's mum, but she looks like Zelda from Terrorbox.
Yeah, that's the one.
She does.
I know Zelda from Terrorhawks.
Yeah, well,
I think the last time I watched EastEnders, Dirty Dan was back again, and it just all went out of proportion then.
Yeah. Anyway, so that's me. So, I have been hanging about with Chris quite a lot. I mean, because because obviously he does a lot for Garrett and stuff like I do. And Andy does take good pictures, so he's handy to have on a dig with you in case you find something nice, because then you can get him lying in the mud making a nice picture for you. You see?
Yeah. Does he take many of your pictures, Dawn? Chris?
Yeah, well, if I'm on a dig with Chris and I find something nice, he always takes a picture for me. That's why you can tell us sometimes my pictures are like just a coin, and then other times they're like really good. If they're really good, Chris has done it, not me.
Do you use a camera, Chris?
Pardon?
You use a real camera, not a phone.
No, I use a real phone.
Just my phone.
Oh.
I've got this one here, the Nikon D3100 and the D90, but I just use the old Sony Ericsson.
Yeah, very good camera, Sony Ericsson. A lot of people forget that. Yeah.
That's good. Happy with it.
So shall I ask them about their trip to London, Dave? Being a Londoner?
Yes, I'm just trying to get Chris's Instagram up because he sent me some pictures before that was like, oh, how's he got that? So I'm just trying to pull that up for in a minute.
Yeah.
The stills are on Dawn's page.
Right, yeah.
Oh. Dave's getting it up. Yeah,
There it is. Right, found it. Sorry, carry on.
Yep.
Go on, Adrian, carry on. I've found it now.
Sorry. I was miles away. Yeah, so you both, well, do you want to explain, Dawn, about a bit of mudlarking you did the other week?
It's I've talked to Nicola, obviously, on YouTube. She's commented on my videos a few times. I've commented on hers. And then we met at Detectival, actually. That was the first time we met at Detectival. And from the instant that I met her, we just got on like house on fire. You know, when you just get on with somebody straight away.
Yeah.
So anyway, so we arranged to meet up, and we did meet up last October, if you remember, when she came metal detecting. Yeah. We had a really good time. So then she said, well, let's return the visit and we'll go down mudlarking. So we arranged it for a few weeks ago for February half term. And we went down for 4 days. And it was absolutely fantastic. I really enjoyed myself. I mean, the thing that was really good about it, as well as seeing Nicola and meeting Si Fines as well, because he came along, was the fact of getting away from the weather was the main thing. Because I set off, and it was like throwing it down with rain. It was like you couldn't, windscreen wipers are on storm. And by the time I got to London, there wasn't a cloud in the sky. It was like being abroad in Ibiza or somewhere. So anyway, we got down there and was all excited to get on the Thames. Because I think everybody's always, it's like a little dream to do, isn't it? And I'd always wanted to go. So anyway, so we went down. We did the first day that we went down, we just did pure mudlarking. And I'll stay on that day. And we're looking around at different things. Si Fines came down. Chris was doing quite well looking at stuff. Si was. Nicola was. I was absolutely rubbish. In fact, I think they felt sorry for me in the end because they kept saying, Nicola and Si kept saying, have a look in that circle and see if you can see anything. And it was like that. No. Oh, look, the bottle top. And so they was helping me. And but there was some absolutely fantastic finds came up on that first day. There was a coin. I don't know if you saw it. What Si sort of pointed out, and then I pulled it up, and we were looking and trying to work out what it was. Well, he's just emailed me today and said it was a Viennese soldino from 1600.
Wow.
Yeah, I thought it was some sort of 2p, because of the colour. I mean, when you find something in the Thames mud, because of the anaerobic thing, with the oxygen not being able to get there and everything, you find we're in a totally different state to what we'd find, obviously, in a field. Really, Chris, you found something, didn't you? Come out new. It was like an old ship in it, and it was gold. Have you got it?
So it's a bit.
Is it dulled off a bit?
Yeah, kind of.
Oh, you can't see it now.
Hold on.
No, you can't see it properly. It was like gold. It came out looking new.
Yeah, so it looks like a brand new 2 pence.
And what is it?
It's a ship halfpenny, Elizabeth the Elizabeth II.
All right.
So yeah,
But
lovely
it's
little
coming
thing.
out. It's coming out good as new.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah. I found it 2p in worse condition. So
Yeah, and Sywell, he was out there. He found a Roman coin on, didn't he? He found one and he came up with it. And that again had this like colour on it. You know, obviously it had its age with it, but it still had like a little brightness to it, you know, like because it'd been in the Thames. Yeah, imagine finding a Roman coin in the Thames.
I know,
And then Chris found the most best pipe of all time. Because we were hunting for clay pipes, weren't we, Chris? Really?
Go on, Chris. Show us your long, thin pipe.
Well, you know, the stems that we find when we're metal detecting, they're all little tiny little bits of stem, but everything down there is this sort of size.
Good Lord.
So they're like stems on stems. And then I found that.
Look at
A
that.
whole one. Wow.
And show it. The only bit that was sticking out was that little blob bit on the bottom. It was just that tiny bit. And Nicola will laugh if she's watching this, because you saw that little bit, didn't you? And Nicola said, "Oh no, blah blah blah," and she said no. So Chris went for it, and we actually filmed it all as it was coming out, didn't we? And it was going on and on and on and on, and then that popped out, that big pipe.
That's brilliant.
What a feeling! It was like digging an amazing coin.
Yeah. Oh, are you going to smoke it?
Probably not. No, because it's got Thames mud in it, rat-wee mud.
Yeah, you get Viles disease. Was there many people? Was anyone else mudlarking when you were down there?
No, well, yeah, there was a couple of people down there. I think Nicola knew them. I think they must be, you know, like us a bit when we go out and you see people that you know. There was a couple of really nice people again, weren't they, Chris? Like really nice and chatty.
Loads of time for us. It was really good, friendly and really quiet. It's like London, but it's deserted because you don't see anyone in the riverbanks. So you get all the sights, but none of the people. It's amazing.
So there was no people looking over the side going, ooh, ah.
No, not really.
So you don't notice them. And you're like, I don't know, 20, 30 feet below that level when the tide's gone out. So, but yeah, look at that as well.
Hold on.
Oh, that was your dead dog's head, weren't it?
Nicholas found about two of these, and it's a little terrier skull. And they used to use the terriers on the ships to stop the ropes getting chewed and stuff. So it could be a rat dog, a rattan terrier. Look at that.
Oh wow!
It's got some eggs. Yeah.
That's immense.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Sorry,
Are you going to be going back there again?
Well, if they invite us, yeah, I'd love to go again and have another go at it. I mean, there's my little find of the. I don't know if you can see it. It's so it's got a little man on it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Decorated pipe. That was my dream. That again, I did have a little bit of help with it. They felt sorry for me. I was like a charity case. There's a man sat down. You can't see it on there, but yeah, I'm chuffed to bits with that. And then I also found. I mean, don't all be jealous about this, but you know, I found some Michael Caine's glasses.
So
was it sorry, Dave.
I take it you both had to get licenses and the correct bits and bobs to be able to go on the force show.
Yeah, we got a monthly license each. Was it how much? It was about £50, £54, I think it was, for a month for the license.
Then you can get one if you get a yearly one. You get a much better discount. So you know.
Yeah, it's just you can't do a day pass. So the earliest you can do is a month.
Right.
Earliest, shortest, should I say? Yeah. So we got that, and then the other thing is you can't dig on there. Obviously, you've got to just have a little what you can see. Sorry, go on.
7 centimeters, wasn't it?
That's about that big. That's about 7 centimeters, isn't it?
And I mean, the thing I found the most difficult at first with it is, I mean, Nicola was just traipsing across this mud, you know, she was all over. I was frightened to death of actually like falling and like being drowned in mud. It's really hard to walk on. In fact, I was talking to Chris. I know. I said to him, imagine if you just fell in this, you'd never be able to get out, would you? And I just as I said it, my foot went down a big hole, didn't it? And if it hadn't been for Chris saving me, it might have been the end of Digger Dawn.
Yeah, I was trying to scramble to hold onto a welly and pull a welly up while I was trying to get onto a brick while I was sinking. Like, ah. Yeah, it's very dangerous.
Yeah. And you've got to know the tides there. You know, like obviously Nicola knows the tides like back of her hand, but you know the tides come in very, very quickly, and it's not just shallow. It is about 20 foot deep when it comes in.
Yeah, yeah.
So
you wouldn't realise that, would you?
No.
See that. That's an onion, like a shard of an onion bottle, like a flat bottomed. But yeah, they're flat bottomed, so they didn't roll over on the ships, I guess.
Yeah. I tell you what, you must have been overloaded by the time you come home. The bloody prizes that you're finding down there.
Yeah, this is like a little 15th century clay pot. But yeah, just all perfectly preserved. Beautiful. Yeah, these are little. It's like a little jug. It is. So.
I might have had a hoard of coins in it at one point, Chris.
Well, you never know.
Yeah.
I only found one of them.
Was there much junk, as in plastic
my
bags?
Goodness. It was like a steel yard. You know, there was so much ship's nails and big U nails and things like that.
I thought she was going to say shit then.
I would not say such a thing. I'm a lady, remember? Anyway, but everywhere you went, there was iron, weren't there, Chris? It was just everywhere.
There was ship timbers, get that right, in there that were like ship's timbers, like oak, chains, and the rope that was in the water was still preserved. You could actually see it like the rope that you had in school for climbing to the roof and back. Obviously wet. It's not rotten. Bizarre. Anchors, all sorts of things there. We were in an old shipyard, weren't we? Royal Navy shipyard. So yeah, it was just packed. Loads of nails though. It would have been a nightmare.
To get into the Royal Navy shipyard, then do you need additional permission for that? Because I thought something like that would have been. You're not coming in there.
Well, no, because most of the tin that would have been there has got flats built on it now in the 1960s or whatever. So it literally is just a harbour wall now.
Right,
so there are parts of the Thames that are protected. You can't detect by Parliament or mudlark by Parliament, obviously, for terrorist reasons. And by the Tower as well. And there's some really old places that you're not allowed to go, which are historically too important. So you can do it. You can't do by Traitors Gate, I don't think.
Well, sorry, when I said like rubbish and junk, what about like rubbish as in modern rubbish, like plastic bags, bottles? Was there a lot of that?
Not really, no. There wasn't that
Just
much.
needles.
No, not really. I didn't see things like, Coke cans floating down and your old Asda bag and that. There weren't really stuff like that. No.
So
it was all this. It was all old ship iron, weren't it?
Yeah. And 2 negative COVID tests.
Oh, do you pick them up? They come in handy. Yeah.
You don't got them, have you? I thought you'd
really
have
good
them.
memory.
That was new. A bit of a memory.
What? How on earth? Well, I suppose. Why would you? Well, I suppose you might throw it in.
Yeah, 2 gig or not 2 gig? That is the question.
Yeah. Is it a 2 gig one?
Yeah. SD as well.
Oh. Clean that up, put it on eBay. Dave will buy that. So you didn't. Sorry,
bad metal detecting finds.
Yeah. Did you get the detectors out?
Well, on the first day, I'm telling you about the first day. So we did the first day. We went on the Thames, found that great pike, didn't we, and everything. And then we had we were lucky enough that Nicola knows this guy who had a place called the Caravan in Canary Wharf, and he kindly just said to us, because he knew we were in that we could go for a meal, and it was all free of charge. So we went for a really lovely meal in Canary Wharf, didn't we?
Yeah, it's cracking.
Yeah, all free. At the end, he went, there is no bill. So big shout out to the Caravan in Canary Wharf because it was absolutely lovely as well.
It was on plates.
Hey?
was on plates and everything.
You had to use a fork and everything instead of your fingers. So the next day, we decided that we were going to go out with a trial, do a little bit of metal detecting and some mudlarking. We were going to do a bit of both. So we got Nicola, myself, and Chris. We all decided to take the Apex, and we all had the small ripper coil on because we thought that would be the best, because of the amount of junk that's on there and everything. Well, to say junk, iron, and things. So we got the Uber boat, which was, if you're ever going to London, you need to get on that Uber boat. And we went all the way along, went past all the London, all the sightseeing things that you can think of, right up to Putney area. And then we met up with a guy called Tobias, who detects up there quite a lot. Anyway, he took us to this particular place. And we got the detectors out and we started having a go. So it was doable, weren't it, Chris?
Yeah.
It was definitely doable, and they were doing it. But I tell you, it's so hard work. It's really, really hard work. I mean, there was 3 different detectors on there, weren't there, Chris? Chris, you go on.
Yeah. Basically, the detectors. There's a lot of iron, so I initially decided to notch out all the iron, which was a bad idea because, as you know, iron does ping up normal, as normal with big pieces. So just notched about a quarter of the way out from the iron. So there's a bit in there, and it's really tough. But every detector that was there, you're struggling a bit, and you don't know what you're digging. You've got to listen for real high, sharp, small sounding bangers. If you get an iffy signal, forget it. It really isn't going to happen. But that goes for every brand. It's not just exclusive to that. I think the Apex might have had a bit of an advantage because of that multi-salt mode, and it is because it's tidal as well. So that was quite good. But I found like 3 coins and a few bits and pieces in there.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, it's doable with any detector. You'd have to get your head around it. It's like detecting in a field of hot rocks or iron. So it's a bit of a mind-blowing thing. It takes a while to tune in.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, the thing for me with it is that obviously I was getting into it, but detecting for me is all about that chilling out thing. That bit of meditation and that bit of getting into the zone, and you know what I mean, don't you? About that, we all know what we mean by that. And on the Thames with a detector, you couldn't do that. It was like being in some sort of nightclub. It was like. Because there was so much stuff.
What was it? What was it doing? Sorry, I thought you were having a stroke. Then sorry.
You can definitely do it, and if you tuned into it and got used to it, and got used to that. But for me, I really enjoyed the eyes only on the looking around, because you could get into that chill zone, just looking and walking and listening to the birds and everything, rather than fighting through everything, listening for eye pings.
Yeah.
What we going to say, Adrian?
I was going to say, have you seen Sci-Fi's YouTube video with John Webb? Have you seen that?
I know John Webb, but I know I haven't seen that one.
Not our John Webb.
Not John Webb, no.
Old John Webb.
No.
John Webb was one of the first people to metal detect on the Thames foreshore, and Sci-Fi's in his later years met up with him and was friends with him, and sadly he passed away last year, Dave, or the year before. And
I think it was 2 years, yeah.
Yeah, and Sci's done a fantastic 2-part, I think, or 3-part YouTube video on the history of John, because they did a television documentary on John in the, I think it was late 70s, early 80s, and it showed him with an old C-scope on the Thames foreshore, metal detecting. And I thought, can you imagine it with an old machine like that? And he had like flares on and sort of like a shirt and tie like they did. And he also metal detected in Epping Forest. But the finds he had are unbelievable. Mudlarking and metal detecting. It's worth looking it up on Si's YouTube channel. It's a really, really nice watch. We got him on the show, didn't we, Dave?
We did, yes.
To talk about it. And it was a fantastic show. Really, really, really good.
Yeah, Dawn didn't tell you about when we went for a meal at Nicola's house, and if I blow you away, it's this house. Dawn.
Wow. From the minute you open the door, it's like you've entered into some museum, and she's got everything is perfectly placed to look. It's not like in lines, but everything's like so artistically placed. And you can just look at everything. She's got pipes everywhere, and she's got all the finds everywhere. And she keeps everything. She even had an old 1970s shoe, like an old platform from the 70s. And but didn't she have someone? And when we had a dinner, she put like an old medieval candlestick bed holder out that she'd found, and we had stuff on Roman tiles, didn't we? Like Roman tiles she'd found. Oh, it was fantastic. Yeah, it really
You've never
was.
seen pipes in your life. Yeah.
Nicola came on the show a few months ago, and we only saw the back of her room. But through the whole show, Dave, weren't we? We were just like that, looking at. Then she had that wooden thing, that thing with all nails in it. That's
that scary, like donkey, strange thing.
Yeah.
I had a look at that.
That was on the news.
I've just pulled up that video that we were on about, just so people know where it is. It's the video about John Webb on Sci-Fi's YouTube channel. So just to briefly show. There it is.
One of my favourite YouTube videos. I love it.
There we go. So obviously you can't hear it because I can hear it and you can't. But just shows this is a gentleman who's been metal detecting in the UK way back when it all began. And just look at some of these finds. It tells you a story just straight away.
Yeah. He almost made a living out of it, didn't he? Because he used to go on. And he also has certain interesting views. Oh, yeah, that's a good one about it. And the gold he found, silver, so amazing.
I mean, the thing with the Thames is it goes back so far in history that the history just, it's just everything. And you just don't know what's going to come out of the mud the next day.
No, you're right. It could be from 1999 or 1998. No.
Or the year 89.
Yeah, you're right. And I think if you go back and look at the history of it, it was used like everything went in there, didn't it? They used it to chuck loads of stuff away.
I'm pretty sure, haven't you find even Bronze Age found there as well?
Yeah, as a lady, Deb Dunn Johnson, which is in your group, Dawn, and she found a Bronze Age spear tip, like it had been dropped there yesterday.
Wow.
Just wow. Yeah.
Wow.
Beautiful.
That's my dream, that a Bronze Age spear tip. Oh, I'd love to find one of them.
Yeah, definitely. I think I'm only half an hour away from the Thames, and I keep meaning to do it, but I like you said, Dawn, I like the detecting, relaxing side, whereas with your head down, I reckon was it quite tiring, like walking around?
Well, once you got used to the mud bit, because walking in that mud is quite, you do sink quite deep, and it makes you feel really unconfident. So I spent a bit of time, like just trying to stand up, and as the tide goes out, there's bits of it that are walkable, and then all of a sudden you'll just hit a bit that's like really deep. So, I mean, it's not the sort of thing you would do on your own, I would think, unless you really knew what you were doing.
It's definitely something that shouldn't be done just on a whim. You need to plan what you do. Research it, make sure that you've got your phone fully charged. There's lots of things. You're best off going with someone who's done it before, to be fair, because you could end up in a right pickle. So, on a serious...
I mean, because they knew the tides. Well, we've got to do this because the tides are going to come in at this point, and they're going to hit over there, and so they knew everything about how to stay safe, which is really important because that tide comes in pretty quick when it comes in.
It's lost in there's like little don'ts and like bits under the water which get cut off before the other bits, so you end up like stuck on an island if you're not careful. So you have to be really careful with it.
With your metal detecting holidays, Chris, is that something, because that's on hold at the moment, isn't it, because of COVID and all that? Is that
poorly low?
Yeah, and you're not well as well. Is that something that people who you've had in the past have said, "Oh, can I do that?"
No, but we've had people that have been on like a bit of a British tour. Bethany, Alaska relic hunter. If you met her at Detectable, I think, and
No.
she was with us. She's does a lot of scuba diving and what have you.
Yeah, but you
she's
didn't come and introduce anyone to us. You just kept them to yourself, remember?
Oh, yeah, okay.
You brought cake and then you took everyone else on the merry way. Give Dave cake. He won't see anybody. Give him cake and then we can move past quick. I know your game.
And Dawn can drink more hand gel.
Hand sanitizer.
Yeah, hand sanitizer,
A few guests have been mudlarking and then come metal detecting. So yeah.
Yeah. I'd like to. I'd do it anyway on the fields. I'd walk and just look, and you do find stuff on the surface, don't you? But I think just the whole mud, water, and everything.
When you said, Adrian, about the Thames only being half an hour away, is that the Thames as in what we know as or what we think is main London Thames, or the outskirts and central? But if you went to the outskirts, would you still need the same licenses and appropriate things to do it there?
Yeah,
I think if it is the
Port of London Authority, which is part of the Crown Estate as well. So you'd need to check on that.
Basically covers the entire Thames more or less.
And it shows you where it's restricted as well.
Got you, right.
Yeah. There are bits just on the outside of it that I think you can do. There's not a lot of stuff there, but there's a few places like Bradwell. There's a power station in Bradwell, nuclear power station that's deactivated now, and there's a beach and Shingle Beach there, and there was a lot of action there, dating back hundreds of years. Sorry,
two-headed coins.
Yes, and join coins, five-headed fish and stuff. But no, there's a lot of things there on the surface I've found, like pipes and musket balls, and a lot of 2-ring but 3-ring bullets, and there's stuff because it was the entrance into the Thames Gateway. You know, ships and boats had to go up there, so some of them might have stopped and dropped off. But yeah, there's certain areas outside London that you can do mudlarking. But yeah, I just, like I said, it's just the mud and it stinks. It does smell. I
didn't notice it smelling very much. I mean, I did expect it to pong a bit, but I don't think it did really.
Are we talking about London in general?
Oh, I thought you were talking about Chris.
Oh, me, yeah.
But yeah,
in central London, not a sniff. It didn't smell at all. It was that I was expecting like a dream, but no.
The outskirts. I know. Have you heard of Malden in Essex?
No.
That's on the way into the Thames, and that mud stinks. It's called Malden on the Mud because that mud, it stinks. It's probably because it's I don't know. It's probably a lot of chemicals in the Thames. They probably chlorinate it for the tourists because there's seahorses. Nicola found a seahorse, didn't she?
Yes.
And that is amazing that seahorses are in the Thames now. Just goes to show you it's a lot cleaner.
Well, there's lots of shells and I've got a minute.
Dawn's gone for a wee. Oh, no,
there's lots of shells like that big.
Mental. Do you know what that is? Have you ever heard of the free seashell thing?
The what?
The free seashell.
Yes, she did it.
What did I do? Oh
no, not that one. Not that one. The free seashells.
I don't know what you're talking about, Dave.
It's Demolition Man.
No, I've never seen it. Is it a film?
Yes.
I don't watch films.
No, the free seashells.
Oh, you got one. Is that an oyster shell, Chris?
It's how they wipe the bums.
Yeah, oyster.
Was that in the?
Yeah.
Did you find that on the Thames?
Yeah, that was on the first day.
Oh, was it? I only got one of them once. Matty, I like it so shiny inside, mine.
Show us yours, Chris. And your shell.
Yeah, that's oyster.
I won't say what that looks like. When you had that turned to its back, then I won't say what that looks like. And show us yours, Dawn.
Mine's all shiny inside. You can't tell on there, but it's like it looks like it's pearlized. Yeah, that's my shell. Quite big that. They don't have them that big in Blackpool.
Turning into the shell show. Show us your shell finds.
All the glasses like that as well.
Lovely.
All the glasses.
Any glass that's in the water. Si was saying it goes iridescent, because of the oxygen or something in the water and that. And the colours on glass is beautiful. You find a little bit of glass and it's in it, Chris. It's absolutely beautiful. I've never seen anything like it.
There's a few people saying that yours is actually a scallop shell, Dawn.
Is it? Scallop?
Yeah, scallop. And on holiday, they normally put prawns in it and serve prawn cocktail.
Oh, I might do that. Next time I get a visitor, I'll put some prawns in there and say, yeah.
Yeah, just give it to them.
It's prawns with Wheels disease.
Yeah, that could be a detecting plate. You could eat your lunch off it when detecting. Yeah.
You'll see me on Facebook next like this.
You can scoop ice cream out of the bowl with it.
Yeah.
Sorry, we got onto day 2 where you got the detectors. What else? Sorry, anything else happened on day 2?
Tobias found a Roman coin. Then I mean, they were saying that we brought him coin luck because Si found a Roman coin the day before, and then Tobias found a Roman coin, didn't he?
Is Tobias' last name a pint?
No, Tobias. No, it's Neto. Netto.
It's not a pint.
Have I missed the joke?
Yes.
Yeah.
Tobias a pint. Tobias a pint.
Tobias a pint. All right.
Thanks, Gareth Howard.
Yeah, so it was just all went really quickly. I mean, it was brilliant from the day we got there till the day we went home. And I just got past Cheshire, and the rain started again. But it weren't a cloud in the sky. Dear. I went on the cable cars. Oh, and you know what was lovely? I might as well tell you, it's not a metal
cable
detector
cars.
Thing, but Nicola was showing us around. You see,
hold on, cable cars.
Yeah, there's some cable cars that go right over, and you could see near the O2 Arena.
Is it?
And we could see that big hole that got blown in through the storm. And Chris was a chicken, and he won't go on it because he's scared of heights. So me and Nicola just
he is only little, isn't he?
He was frightened at the bottom. So anyway, we went on it. It was blowing in the wind like that. I was going to Nicola, we're going to be all right. It was a bit scary.
It's a flight. They do it like a flight. So, yeah, but no.
Yeah.
Well,
Did you go on the Millennium Wheel also?
No. But then she took us up to this. She drove up and took us to the, is it Greenwich? Where they've got the Greenwich Observatory. Because at that particular point, it's a really great view of London, so you can take a picture, you can see all the Shard and you can see everything in the background. So she took us up so we could have a look at this view. So while we were there, we asked this lady, we said, can you take a picture of us, please? And this lady's quite posh. She went, I couldn't possibly take a photograph. I've got 3 children. Didn't she, Chris? So anyway, this lad came from round the back with his girlfriend, and he said, I'll take a picture for you if you want. So he took this picture for us, and we all stood there like that, like 3 goonies. Anyway, then he says, would you be able to take a picture of me and my girlfriend? So Nicola said, yeah, give us your camera. And then he whispered to us, he went, I'm going to ask her to marry me. Can you put it on a video?
It was on Tuesday.
And so he stood there, and he got on one knee and everything. And this girl, she had no idea at all, did she, Chris? And then we just filmed it all. It was so nice. And then Nicola's shouting to everybody, come on, they're just getting married. And everyone was clapping. It was just so
lovely.
But it was so
I thought you were going to say they ran off with your phone. That's a good trick. That's a good trick that often
see. Wasn't it cute, though? It was really cute. Wasn't it, Chris?
It was on Tuesday, wasn't it, as well? The second of the second.
Yeah, it was. I think that's why he'd done it. It was on that 22nd of the second of that all them Tuesday.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Did you go to any? Did you go to like Hamleys or
No, we didn't do any shopping. I didn't do anything with people, really.
We saw there was no people. It was
I'm
great.
not a big people person. I get ill with crowds. Like I'll just
Yeah.
and I like to just stay, away from the crowds.
That was a bit like your dancing on that one.
Was it? Well, hopefully I'll be doing a dance tomorrow. I'm going down to Shropshire tomorrow because Chris has been posting finds all week. He's had about 3 hammered coins. One of them was a Richard II. And then today he's found a widow head. Was it a shilling or a threepence? What was it?
Threepence, little tiny threepence with a
so
jewel
he
in
found
it.
this threepence thing. And have you seen it? And it's got a little. Can you see? I thought it was a stamp at first, but it's got a stone in it. It's like inlaid with a stone. So I thought, right, that's it. I want some of that. So I'm going to Shropshire tomorrow. Is it coming out?
Come on, you bag of
Instagram.
There it is.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Listening to James as well. Yeah.
Tell us about that. What's in it? It's obviously of a necklace or something. And what's the stone?
Yeah, it's of a necklace or a bracelet, and that's the stone in it is it escapes me. What's it called?
Peridot.
Yes, that's it. Peridot. Peridot.
Yeah, and it's actually been cut on a rose cut. Because I took it to the jewelers because before I record it, I wanted to know whether it was a precious stone and all the rest of it. And it's rose cut peridot, and it's lovely, which is the birthstone of someone at August, and which why they'd have had that. But yeah, I've never seen one with it mounted in, but they've kind of curled over the sides and to hold the stone in. It really is quite amazing work for such a small coin. All them finds.
And then you had that Viking thing, didn't you? That Viking pommel sword thing there.
What's that?
Looks like a tooth.
Yeah, there you go. This is that one there. Yeah, it's a Viking dagger mount. Crazy. Yeah, wow. That's bizarre. And there's only 3 of those recorded on the pass, and it's recorded. The Flo's seen it, and he said it's super rare. How cool is that?
Wow.
Yeah, so it's about the 5th bit of Viking I've had in Shropshire.
Oh, very nice. Yeah, you don't do Facebook, do you, Chris?
No, I do. I've got my personal Facebook thing, but it's I prefer Instagram. Facebook's more social, we'll call it, for the for social, and it's all about the pictures for Instagram, really. And so it can be less.
People forget that, don't they?
What's that?
People forget that they post what they post on Facebook.
This was the fight coming out, weren't it?
On Instagram.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's Facebook. There's too much opinion, really. Whereas on Instagram, you get to like it or not like it, not try and read into people's thoughts.
I prefer Instagram, and anyone who isn't on it, I'd sign up to it and get on Chris's channel because there's some fantastic stuff on there. Really good.
There's been some amazing finds. I've been blessed with what I found. It's you just if you get the chance, have a look at it, and it's kept me sane. I love it. It's not making me any money or anything like that. It's just purely for fun. It's kept me going through lockdown, all that. So it's all good.
Oh.
And of course, you were lucky during lockdown as well, Chris. We spoke previously that a lot of your permission you live on, basically.
Yeah, it's everything's just around the corner, So it's a lockdown. I couldn't go out as like no one else could, obviously, but all my permissions are a bike ride away, literally. So it's but no, I didn't go out and I found this in my garden. No, I didn't do that.
No, it's let's hope we don't have that again, not being able to detect. That was an absolute nightmare, that was
horrendous.
Yeah, and the poor golfers.
Yeah, what got me is I would go out when I could, like shopping or whatever, and I'd see fishermen parking up because near me I've got some lakes and stuff. I think, why are they allowed? And everyone was like kicking off, weren't they? And there'd be like 4 blokes in a car get out, and and go fishing, and I'm not allowed to go. Oh gosh, the Star
It was
Trek
worse for
earpiece
me. I
fell
mean,
out.
that second lockdown we had that was sort of at the end, just before Christmas. With that one, it was like a lockdown. But I was because I was a teacher. I was still going to college, so I was
Yeah.
like with thousands of students all day long. But I couldn't go and
Yeah.
stand in a field at the weekend.
Yeah.
That drove me
Yeah.
nuts. That did.
Well, that won't happen again. I don't think.
I don't think
But it
it
was
will.
horrible. I'd got a new permission, and I just ran out of time studying the maps, and just kept wanting to get on it, and then finally did. But yeah, fingers crossed. That was driving a lot of people mental, absolutely mental.
I resorted to field walking and found loads of flint, which is quite cool during lockdown because you're allowed to walk but not detect. But,
Yeah.
Yeah, so field walking, which I still do now if I'm, if I fancy it. So I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, see,
Dawn,
I
you
can't
had
do that because we're all pasture up. So there's nothing to see in grasses, obviously.
No, you had some nice finds on your last YouTube video, Dawn.
Which one?
That 3p coin.
Oh yeah, and the little cat badge.
Yeah, the cat badge.
I mean, I never find stuff like that, but that was really, really interesting, that cat badge. I did research on it, and it was the East Lancashire Regiment. And I'd done so. I was having a look at that, and the East Lancashire Regiment was one of the first lot that got sent to the front lines in the First World War. And there was 7,000 of them killed. I think it was about 70-80% of them all wiped out in the first couple of weeks.
Wow.
So that made that badge even a little bit more special.
Yeah, I like finding military cat badges. Don't find them that often, but when I found an Irish regiment one from the First World War, literally 5 minutes from my house, detecting, and I traced it right back. And the only person in this Irish regiment who lived in my area, it was quite rare because he was from Ireland, but he moved to where I live, and then he went back to Ireland to join up and fight. And he obviously came back to where he lived, and he lost it, probably on his horse or something. But I traced it back to him, and he got killed in the First World War.
Oh,
and I found where he lived and photos. Yeah, I keep meaning to contact someone in the family and send it to him. But yeah, it's Irish. I think it was the Irish Fusiliers or something like that. But yeah, I love cat badges. A lot of Royal Artillery cat badges I find.
Yeah, I've had a few George, what the Georgie ones and things like that, but I've not had one that was just been quite local to me, because it was a local badge, that East Lancashire.
Yeah. My house is built on a World War One training camp. So in lockdown, I detected in my garden in lockdown, or front and back garden, and found quite a few bits. And I only found out that while I was digging this stuff up, my neighbour told me, and I've since researched it. And yeah, there was thousands of troops trained here in the First World War, and it's all built on now. But yeah,
well, that's interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, stuff like that.
What?
We've got World War One camp by here, and I found some nice trench art in the World War One camp, and apparently Bob Marley's dad was based at Parkhall camp just up the road, Norville Marley.
Yeah.
Fact for you.
What was his dad called? Norville Marley?
Yeah. Or Mr. Marley to you.
Right, listen, while we're here and we've got everybody's attention, it's just to remind you that on next week's show, we have Dilek Gonule from Nocta Macro, and she'll be giving away a new Nocta Macro legend. Now, all you have to do, I'm gonna do it all the way this week, is answer this question: what is the new target ID on the Nocta Macro legend? To answer it, you go to thebigdetectiveshow.com, scroll a little bit where it says win a legend, enter now. Scroll down a little bit, put your name, email, and phone number, and answer the question. 0 to 99, 0 to 30, or 1 to 60. Submit that, and you'll be entered into next week's draw, which will take place at 9 p.m. and it will be done via our Spin the Coil facility. So don't forget, what is the new target ID on the Nocta Macro Legend. 0 to 99,
Dave.
0 to 30. What?
Sorry, can I just say, that page you were just on,
That one?
people, yes, that's called a radio button, and just show them how they can click different answers, because a lot of people haven't, well, not a lot, but a fair few have not clicked. They've just left it. So, there's a few people who don't know the answer.
So for people who don't know the answer, it's always on that one, and that's not the answer.
No. And we also can't ship to Russia. But we can Ukraine.
I'm not laughing about that one.
No. Well, Russia can love that. But no, we're not shipping to Russia because it's too expensive. No racism there or anything. So that's next week, isn't it? And that came out yesterday, the Legend. So people are buying that.
I know there's a person on my Facebook, Paul Carpenter, a friend of mine. You've met him, Dawn, at one of the some of the digs that we've done up at Rochdale. He's actually just had his delivered today, so he's quite happy and ready to go out this weekend of it. Yeah. And I'm on the Vanquish.
And your boys should have a new metal detector tomorrow, David, as well. So.
Yes. Obviously, Dawn, you've met Mason. He's been using the Nocta Macro MIDI hoard, and we went out this weekend with it. And do you know what? He found a silver snuff spoon, and he found a button, and he found a coin beside himself.
Oh, did he?
However, he's 9, but he's in the size of a 16-year-old body now. So the Nocta Macro MIDI hoard is just it's more Chris's size than Mason's now, you see, or it's Scotty B's size than Mason's. Sorry, Chris, I'm putting you in the same category as Scotty B. I do apologise. So I tell Adrian all about what's going on. Told him that I found my first Roman coin and what have you. And he said, what's wrong with the Nocta Macro? I said, it's just too small for him. He's a bloody giant. So he's kindly donated the Quest Q30 for him. So he's can't wait to get out with that. Sadly, though, this weekend's out because Saturday they've got stuff on and Sunday is football. Just so happens to be in the middle of the day.
No.
It's going to be a beautiful weekend this weekend. Everybody's going to get out metal detecting.
Yeah.
It's that weekend we've all been waiting for all winter.
Apart from Shane, because he can't go out.
He's got COVID, yeah.
Oh, was he?
No, I'm looking forward to it. I think I'll go out Sunday.
It's going to be beautiful, yeah. So, I'm starting it tomorrow. I've got to go to a wedding on Saturday. I've tried to work out how to get out of it, but I don't think I can.
Right. Blame Diggy.
Blame
Diggy. You fell over the dog.
I thought I might lick a few Aldi baskets and try and get COVID or something, you know.
Lick the inside of that shell. Sorry. Go on, Adrian.
Tracy in the chat said, "Hi, Dawn. Looking forward to seeing you on Saturday."
Where?
At the wedding.
Oh, yeah.
But no.
The bride-to-be sent me a message not long back. She put, "Are you all ready for Saturday?" I thought,
Yeah.
Just to my go-to answer, I've got a bone in my leg. Always works.
So anyway, I will go. Because, I mean, I got the guy she's getting married to, I got them together, it would have been about 11 years ago now. And she wanted to, it was a long story, but she wanted to get together with this guy. And she arranged to do the 3 peaks, the Yorkshire 3 peaks, where you've got to do 3 mountains like in 12 hours.
Yeah.
So she'd arranged for a group of people so she could sort of get to know this guy, you see. And they all dropped out one by one. So I ended up walking 26 miles over 3 mountains so she could get with this guy. And now they're getting married, you see. Sort of friend I am.
Where they're getting married up Scafell Pike.
Sounds painful.
You know, Dawn, I said about 5 years ago that I was going to get to a position where I could do the 3 peaks. Sadly, my physical condition has got worse and worse and worse, and I can't do it. But I'm in the process of trying to figure a way that I can do it, and it's still on my to-do list, and I will make
I've
it.
done it 3 times. The first you've got to do it in 12 hours to get into, like they have a little clocking in card where you've got to try and to get in the club. You've got to do it in 12 hours. First time I did it in 11:55, so we just had 5 minutes. But once you've done it once, you know where you can stop and where you can speed up and stuff. So the second time I knocked an hour off, and the third time did it in 9 hours 51.
Mint.
Ooh, well done, blimey, crikey, that's good going.
Yeah, sort of tried to run the last bit. Well, it's sort of a strange run. It was more like, like an escape from somewhere. But yeah, not the time off. Got down to 9:51.
Rusty Detectorist has reminded us, Detecticon tickets are on sale now. And from the look of the site, Scotty's told me about it. It looks absolutely phenomenal. And sadly, I won't be able to be there. I'll be in Turkey on the beach.
Going, Dave?
I'll be lying on the beach in Turkey that's been cancelled for the past 2 years. So I was a bit gutted because I know where I'd rather be.
Well, we're booked in already out with Chris. We've got the hotel booked and everything. We're ready to go. That was our favourite dig last year, weren't it?
Yeah.
It was brilliant.
Are you both going to both going to Rodney Cook again?
Yep.
And the other one, Detectable?
No, I don't think we're going to Detectable this year.
No, I don't think the website's up yet. Is it, Dave?
No, we're going to go to. We're thinking of going one somewhere like Lincolnshire, I think it is. I don't know yet. I've not thought that far ahead.
Yeah, we've got a good plan for the summer though. So there's a few things we're going to do. A bit more mudlarking, but somewhere else.
Yeah, we can't tell you that. It's a secret, isn't it?
Yeah. So, but yes, a few good things coming up in summer.
Interesting. And Dawn, your YouTube channel, Digger Dawn, isn't it? For those who don't know you, and it's worth signing up because your channel is still growing, isn't it? Quite.
Oh yeah.
Down a bit, yeah.
Yeah, people doing about 500 subs a month at the minute, something like that.
Blimey. And have you been affected by the algorithm for Google? For
it does.
YouTube?
It changes all the right time. It goes up and down. You know, like it has slowed up a bit, and then it just seems to be churning along again. Not been really affected by it, to be honest. Not too much, no.
No.
And have you been affected by a trip, slip, or fall?
No, not like Tony Coward. I've seen that. That was funny, isn't it? As you see, somebody put it to music, didn't they? Where he was just going.
Yeah.
Sorry, Tony.
Do you have any funny outtakes, Dawn? Do you have any?
I don't really take anything out of my videos. I mean, everything you see in my videos, what's happened. I mean, if I thought.
Sorry, Dawn, I interrupted then.
Yeah, so no, if I fall, it's in it. You know, I don't take anything out really.
No. Yours are. I think that's why your channel's so good because it's as if you're detecting with you. Yeah, it's like you've got someone next to you, and you're.
I mean, I've even, you know, it's not very ladylike, but I mean, I did do a little wind once when I was excited when I found something.
A little wind.
A little wind, a lady wind.
Little Trump.
Yeah, once.
But I left that in, you know, because I thought it's real. That's what happened.
Lady wind.
I got some abuse for that, you know, because at the time I said on the camera, I said, "Oh, I'm sorry, I think I just did a little Trump, right?" And then I got abuse from Americans saying that I was abusing their thing, you know, because and they tried to explain that the word Trump was older than Donald Trump, you know, like, but I just got abused and said, I'm subscribing from you now for doing that. And
I didn't think of that. Yeah, Trump.
Got to bother for that, yeah.
I'm going to use it more now.
So I don't say it anymore now. I call it a lady wind. No, you know, we can't get mixed up with that.
No. Man wind, lady wind. I've heard it all. Oh, quoof.
Love puff.
Yeah.
I love puff.
Right, different words for it in the chat will start appearing now.
Queef.
Queef, yeah. Fart. I like Trump. No one uses that word anymore,
Trump.
do
I
they?
mean, Trump just says it all, doesn't it?
Yeah, Trump.
And don't forget, if you do have any outtakes, anyone watching, please send them us because we've only got one. We can't keep playing Tony Kaywood. Well, we can keep playing Tony Kaywood forever.
Yeah, and we'll give a prize away. We'll try and work something out, something interesting. Like, I don't know, won't be £250.
Tidy Treasure Hunter, who's Stephen Pettican, has just put something ridiculous about Dawn, are you camping at Rodney Cook rally? What do you think? No chance. I like a breakfast, me in a shower under warm bed.
Yeah, I'm the same. I'm not camping.
I probably will because I'm sad like that. Yeah, Staffordshire Searcher, I better start filming Dave more. You know, every time I go near anything now there's potential of risk, he gets his camera out just in case.
Yeah, I do that with Kev a lot. You know, if he's climbing over a wall or anything, I've always got the camera ready just in case he falls.
Well, I fell in a river.
He got followed by one of them big tucks, you know, them big sheep with the big nuts. And he got followed by one of them one day. I really thought I was going to headbutt him. And I kept going, go on, Kev, go on. I was just trying to film it.
Well, while I've been with him up to now, I fell in a river and I've electrocuted me gonads on an electric fence. So that's all I've done up to now with him. And both times I haven't been on camera, sadly, thankfully.
Oh, well, Kev's he doesn't. I mean, I caught that when the horse smashed his coil up. Do you remember that one?
Yeah. Cool. I mean, I think we'll definitely get some more on the show, and we can do a prize, can't we, Dave? Do a giveaway or something.
Sure, we can.
Yeah.
Anyway, Adrian, guess what I'm calling for? Come on, Adrian. Guess what I'm calling for?
A drink?
Spin the coil.
Spin the coil.
Spin the coil.
Easy to do, right. Chris and Dawn. You just have to answer the questions.
Oh, I've got to answer a question.
Oh, yes.
Random one.
I like a good quiz.
Random ones. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Question 1. Dawn goes first. Adrian, you can read them out.
Yeah.
I hope it's not hard. Oh,
well,
no. Well, I use a Garrett 80 wireless pinpointer.
Oh, of course.
The Garrett 80 one, though, the wireless one.
Yeah, that long, Dawn.
Yeah. I've had it since.
They do last.
I started out with the black originally over the past 7 years. I started off with the black pinpointer, the Garrett one. And I loved that. Then I swapped onto the Carrot, which was waterproof. And now I'm onto the Carrot that's wireless as well. And I do like that wireless function on it, I'll be honest. I mean, at first when I got it, I thought it'd be a bit of a gimmick, you know, but when you hear it, it's not as annoying in your head. You know, you go, zzz. But I mean, people did used to say to me, oh, I miss the sound of your buzz in the videos. That's when I started making the buzz noise. That's where that came from.
What videos were them, Dawn?
Yeah, I think you better stop on that one. Well, Chris, you've got one as well. Have you had yours long, Chris?
Oh, mine's really long, yeah.
Yeah. Go on, Dave, quick, spin it again.
Is this Chris's? Well, go.
Yep, Chris first.
So try and stop it. There you go.
Oh.
Firstly, 2 pence. 2 pence. That was what my first detecting fine was.
Have you still got it?
I spent it.
Did you?
He probably has as well as that tax.
Got 4 mojos.
Yeah, I was going to say mojos. Oh, I wonder if there's still half a p.
And mine was a battered can of cider, Strongbow.
Was it yours?
No,
in the kitchen.
No, I dug it up. It was an old squashed one, but it was cider can. That's what I found.
Right.
Over to Dawn.
What do your friends think?
About your pinpointer. No,
my friends are detectorists.
Sorry. What does your friend think of you metal detecting? Like the school you work at, are they excited about it, or they think you're
they
a
all
bit weird?
think it's great, yeah, they've all got used to it now, and they're like with the Digger Dawn thing, and no, it's great. The kids love it. I mean, sometimes they we take us metal detecting and things. Yeah, so it is quite good. I mean, I've been doing I have actually got a few hours on my timetable at the minute for metal detecting, and on a Wednesday afternoon. So what I've been doing community projects, and that I've been taking out people that have been doing, drug and alcohol rehabilitation, and I've been taking them metal detecting, to try and give them a new hobby and stuff like that. So that's what I've been doing on Wednesdays.
You haven't let them see the episode with the hand sanitizer, have you?
No.
Oh,
But it's, I love doing it. It's so good because they are absolute beginners. So we sit down in a class, we go through the rules of where you can go and what you can do, and we have a little practice of swing techniques. And then I take them up to a certain area where I've buried about 200 coins, and then they have a go at finding them. But the joy when they find a coin just reminds me when I first started. So every Wednesday, I sort of experience that joy what they have, and they go, "Oh, I found." I mean, I've told them I've buried them. They know that I've buried them, but because it's every week, I couldn't take them anywhere there's that much fines. But it's brilliant. Yeah, love it.
And over to you, Chris.
Yeah, I don't have any friends.
No, I don't have any friends.
Chris, I'm your friend, man.
Oh yeah, sorry. Only 4 or 5 times a year though.
Yeah, but you bring me cakes. I'm only one's friend.
No. Everyone's sort of like, most of them are friends say, what's it worth?
That's the worst question. Oh yeah. What's it worth?
Yeah. Most of my friends so.
Let's have an interesting one, Dave.
Yeah, come on. Not the pants one.
No, it's gone. It's gone. This is for Dawn.
How can you have a favourite style of sock? A sock's a sock.
No, it's my question.
It's a friendly sock.
Well, I like my favourite type of sock is a sock that stays on my foot and doesn't drag under my heels while I've got my wellies on.
So detecting socks.
A sock.
Yeah.
What type of sock is it? Is it woolen? Is it knee high?
No, just sort of ankly ones.
Can we not bring Chinese people into it?
I don't like them. I like a good one that just covers your ankle nicely.
Yeah.
That's what Scotty Beard be called if he was Chinese, that wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Knee high.
Knee high. And Chris, what are you? Sports sock or like a walking sock?
Sock's a sock.
No,
I'm torn. I tend to double up. I have like a Pringle underneath, Argyle sort of sock,
Yeah.
And then we'll go over with a hiking sock over the old Argyle.
An Argyle sock?
That's the style I go for.
Diamonds on.
Yeah.
You know your
what
sock
you mean?
stuff.
A sock?
Yeah.
A sock's a sock.
No, Dave, there's nothing worse than going detecting with the wrong socks. And like Dawn said, they end up round your ankle and under your boot. And
so there's a sock. You mean there's a sock you've had too long and has gone saggy, or a sock that's new and it's quite tight? So both are socks.
Yeah, but sock around your ankle's up though, isn't it?
Sock's a sock.
I mean, I'll be honest, to me, many times, if you're quick enough to see me change from my boots to my wellies, there's not that often I've got the same actual colour socks on. Sometimes they can be totally different.
That's because socks are socks and you can wear what you want on your feet. There's no matching. It's a sock.
That's just crazy.
It's just mental. Yeah. Anyway, one more. Should we do, Dave?
Can't do it. Whose question is this, Chris? Yes, it's Chris, isn't it?
I hope it's a bad one.
What's your most hated target? And we don't mean the one on your back.
Yeah.
Or drums.
Yeah. And my most hated target has got to be a piece of iron pretending to be something not iron. A round piece, like a horseshoe. Mind you, I don't mind a horseshoe. but like a ring thing that's made out of iron that's pretending to be something nice.
Oh, you can't moan about a ring thing, Chris. Don't matter what they're made out of.
Oh, come on.
Dawn, what's your motivating target?
I've got to say, moo tubes are up there.
Moo tube all day long.
Moo tubes, they're so beautiful sound, and most of the time, once you're on a moo tube field, you know it's a moo tube, but you've got to dig it. You've got to dig it.
When I first started detecting, I thought moo tubes were puncture repair kit things, and I thought they must have been the farm.
Heavy cycling.
Yeah. But now I know he runs around the field trying to get the cows.
Yeah.
Well, pump them up and put a new replacement tyre kit on them.
Yeah.
Adrian, we're going to have one more.
Oh.
Well, be a good one.
In the field, this is when detecting.
For now. Chris, what's your favourite meat snack?
Pepperami.
Dawn, what's your favourite meat snack?
I don't really eat a lot of meat, to be honest. I'm not a big meat eater. I like prawn crisps. Does that count?
What? What? Meat? Fish?
Not a meat. And it's not a crisp, isn't meat. Pretend meat.
Do you like prawn flavors?
I will go for sausage roll then. I'm not a big meat eater, really. I'm not so keen on them. And plus, I've had a bit of a shock recently because I had a blood test and my cholesterol came out at 7.7, which is like dangerously high. So the doctor said he had to have like a really good rethink of everything that I'm eating and doing. So since then, I'm on week 4 now. I've not any sort of saturated fat or any meats or anything. I'm just living on like cauliflower curry, almonds, and muesli. That's about it.
Cool. Lady puffs. Oh. Cauliflower curry. What, for breakfast, lunch, and dinner?
That's why I've got no friends.
And, yeah, here she comes again, the cabbage-smelling lady. Yeah. Yeah.
And that's why
I do feel. I'll tell you what. I feel 100 times better for it. For I've not any rubbish at all. If I've not made it myself, I don't eat it. And everything is like all like my curries that I make. I put cauliflower in it, carrots, chickpeas. I've got barley in it. I made a barley curry.
Barley curry.
Oh,
but you can't eat crisps now.
Barley curry. Do you mean chili bitter?
No, like you get barley in that. You remember that Scotch broth, and you get them white little barleys in. I've been making curry with them. It's quite nice, really.
Dawn. When you're finished on the show tonight, go and have a word with yourself. This is coming from somebody who drinks hand sanitizer.
Yeah.
I can't have crisps anymore. I can't have Chris's horrible biscuits.
Ever since you had the hand sanitizer?
Yeah, but hand sanitizer's all right. There's no saturated fat in it, so it's still all right. So we just got our old Marcus still puts up the little, beer thing for me, so I can have a little shot every now and then. I blame it all on Marcus, me.
So do you cut the cauliflower curry out to detecting with you?
No, well, I take it to work every day. I'm going to be doing and then for my tea, sometimes I have like a bit of fish with some salad and stuff like that. Yeah,
fish salad.
That's what I've had for my tea. I've had some fish as salad with a few beans.
What did you say, Clark?
What did you have for tea, Chris?
I had a pizza from Chicago Town. Stuffed crust.
What did you have, Adrian?
Chicken, not Kiev. What's it called now?
Kiev.
Kiev. Chicken Kiev. Yeah.
Kiev.
No, Kiev.
No,
You can't
Kiev.
call it Kiev
They've changed
anymore.
it because of Ukraine. Kiev's a Russian terminology.
It's like
Oh.
Kiev.
Kiev.
That
what they
isn't
say.
spelled KIEV. And it has
That's the one.
Jar butter in it. Right, I know what you mean then.
Yeah, I had that homemade.
Oh.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. Yeah. What did you have, Dave?
Sausage, bacon, beans, black pudding, egg, and hash
Did you
browns.
really?
Yeah. Have you seen me?
Tea?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes,
what
it's
are you
tomorrow.
having for
What I
breakfast?
fancied.
Turkey?
What I fancied.
So anyway, tomorrow I'm going to be
Easy
taking,
tea.
I'm just taking a bag of almonds with me tomorrow to Shropshire.
So you're going to telling me that you're going to have nuts in your mouth all day? Nice.
Oh, I don't know. Oh. Actually, the cauliflower curry does sound nice. I do like a
Oh, it's
vegetable
lovely.
curry.
You want to give it a try?
Yeah. How do you make the sauce?
Well, I just put my own like bit of cumin in it, and turmeric. I put my own spices in. I'm just a bit like a witch when I'm cooking. I just chuck it in till it tastes nice, and then I'll probably make about 10 portions, and I'll put them all in and put them in the freezer. And then just every time I want something to eat, you just pull one out. Sorted.
So yeah, interesting.
Have you got bowel
when you-
problems, can I ask, or irritable bowel syndrome of any variety?
No,
You will.
Oh, yeah.
It's made me feel really well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh,
I ate some other stuff that's sort of similar to that, but I won't go into it. But yeah, I feel like really good. But I mean, I'm missing crisps. But if I have a heart
Oh, I
attack or a
thought you
stroke,
said that. I thought you were going to say I'm missing Chris. Then I was like, oh, and then you said crisps, and I was like, oh, crisps.
Crisps.
I miss you,
No.
Chris.
Yes.
I've got one more bit of news. It's not news, just a reminder for people. Now, I've not had a chance to play the video tonight, but please remember that Relic Radio, go over to Spreaker. Spreaker's a podcast host. On Relic Radio tonight, give it a notification. It'll tell you when the show's on. And in the chat room there tonight live, you'll be able to win a Knock the Macro Legend because Dilek Gonyale is on the show from there tonight. So go and support our friends at Relic Radio over in the US of A. Great shows normally anyway. And as I said, you'll be able in the chat tonight when I'll knock the Macro Legend, and that's an international prize. And obviously, don't forget the competition we discussed earlier. We told you the question, which I can't remember anymore because it's not in front of me. Adrian?
What are the
Numbers.
VDI
Target
numbers?
ID.
New ones on the legend. Have Garrett got anything in the pipeline? Sorry.
Well, I would
Don't
love
tell
to
everyone.
say, yeah, but we don't know, do we?
What's the top answer?
Oh, yeah, it's not
It's
the top
not
answer.
the top answer.
No. Sorry, Dawn.
I would love to say they are, but if they are, they're keeping it very close to the chest because they don't know anything. But, we live in hope that this AT, so Apex sort of thing will appear at some point. That's what but I've not heard anything. There's nothing I can tell you. But they do keep things close to the chest, and they don't always say till like last minute. They keep everything a bit of secret sometimes, don't they, Chris?
Yeah, there's the new pouch is very good.
Oh yeah, the new pouch is good.
Yeah, it's got like a filter in the bottom of each layer, so it lets all the dust out into the car. So,
Show us your pouch, Chris.
That's a good idea.
It's a really good pouch. I use mine now. I mean, I like my bag, but I use that one as well. But show him the bottom, Chris.
just there. So you see
Oh,
the
I
bottom.
It's like a mesh, so you water. It'd be good for water pouring out of it or dust and that. And
To be fair, what that'd be good for if you put something in your bag and you haven't cleaned it off, it gets dry throughout the day and it knocks the mud off.
yeah,
It acts like a sieve.
It's got clips. Yeah, it's good. It's a great pouch. I don't normally get on with new pouches, but this one's pretty good. It's a real thick belt as well, so you can put your spadey thing on.
Yeah, I have a problem that they don't go around my waist, so I have to make like double belt size.
that one would, Dave. It's quite long, the strap.
Yeah, well, the old pouch that Garrett did had a real small strap on it, and they did an extender for it. But this has got a massive, long 1.5 meter strap on it, so you cut it off what you don't need.
Meter and a half. Meter and a half strap on.
But it's nice
yeah.
though. It's got like nice little useful little pockets in it, and it's got like the carabiners on it for holding things, and it's good.
Chris, Stephen Brame asks how much it is. Do you know?
Yeah.
It's available at Regton, and as far as I know, it's £32. And you can use her discount code, which is Dawn Disc. Is Dawn Disc?
Yeah, DAWNDISC, and you can get anything off 10% off anything at Regton's, apart from a new Apex.
Do you know how close that is for you being a DJ there?
Who, me?
Yeah.
What would
Dawn Disco?
Dawn Disco. Dawn Disco on it for me. So they only needed to know on the end.
People are going to try using that now and probably get 30% off. I might get one of those because I'm like you, Chris. I struggle to find one I actually like. It either has a nice pouch, but they're too small, with nice pocket, loads of pockets, or they're too small, or there's a too big one, or too tight, or the zip's rubbish, or
that one's really good. It's really good material, and it's really well made as well. I mean, I always have that black one, as you know, because I have all my cameras in it and stuff. But even keep going back to that one. I didn't think anything would get me off my black bag.
Do you know what I've got on the belt of mine? I've got, the Maglite holders. So the Maglite things that the security guards, I've got one of them on mine. And in the summer when it's baking hot, I've got a mini Matic that I put in there and carry my mini Matic around with me. Oh. There you go. Yeah. Oh, he's got a lightsaber. Oh, he's got a Maglite.
Yeah.
Does that buzz? Does that
buzz? It buzz?
Yeah.
Yeah, it does, yeah. Can't show you now. But no, I used to use a tactical drop leg fanny pack before I used that new one.
Nice. He said fanny.
I said pack.
Well, I think you should get that, Dave, because that strap would
fit my girth.
Yeah, around your waist.
To be honest, I've got the Searcher one, and it's actually got roomy enough because I carry all sorts. I've got the Garrett box, and that fits in there. The big, thick Garrett box.
That I like.
It's got the thing for the water, as well as the thing for your pinpointer, and it's got a front and a back pocket and a zip-up pocket where I have that little spray of water, toothpicks, and toothbrushes and whatnot as well, so I can keep cleaning the field.
Oh, yeah. Adrian as well.
And a drink as well. Anyway, so Chris, you can be found mainly on Instagram at Metal Detecting Holidays. Is that right?
That's right. It's Instagram, all one word, Metal Detecting Holidays, or just put in Chris Langstone with no E on the end. But I like it because that's more.
Do you know, today I've wrote that about 15 times and I've had an argument with myself that has an E on the end. And the last time I've done it, I looked at Adrian's pitch that he made with an E on the end and went, yeah, it has got an E on the end. So,
because you sent it to me with an E on the end.
Sorry. And Dawn, you can be found both on
Facebook, Digger Dawn Metal Detecting Group, or Digger Dawn page, or YouTube, Digger Dawn, or Instagram at Digger Dawn.
And Twitter at Digger Dawn.
I can't work Twitter, no, Twitter. I don't use that one.
I can't get me around Instagram.
Instagram's not doing too bad. I'm not like at Chris's level, but I'm like about 6,000 at the minute.
Talking of weird things, I don't get TikTok. Shane made me a video. It's reached 1,000 hits. Shane made a video the other week. He's put it on. It's got 13,000 hits on TikTok. Check that out.
TikTok's massive. It's growing. It's getting big. TikTok. Yeah, I like TikTok, but just watching people.
I've got a TikTok, but I've not really got you. I've not really started it yet. I'm weighing it up. Let's just say, weighing it up, and I'll get on there at some point.
Cauliflower curry. Put that on
Right, so next week, as I say, we've got Dilek Gonyale from Nocta Macro joining us to discuss the legend. The following week, Adrian's lined up our next guest. We've got Chris Rogers, who's going to be coming back on the show. He's going to be talking about all the range of the Quest products, from the Q30 to the Pinpointer to the whatever else they've got, because I'm clueless. Adrian's going to have to prepare me for that. And the following week, April the 7th, we've got James Baum, TV presenter for a history YouTube channel, and several other. I think he's actually recently he's in the process of doing something with the BBC as well, and he's going to be telling us all about that. Thereafter, after the 7th of April, anybody who wants to give us a shout and come on the show, please feel free to do so. Aaron, get in touch with us. Aaron Weedle, put you on the show, gives a date for that, etc., etc. Anybody else who wants to come on the show, please feel free to contact us, or please feel free to put anybody else in contact with us who you think would like to come on the show. Anything else, Adrian?
No, bigdetectingshow.com. They can get in touch with us through there on the contact us page, and it will come to us, won't it, David?
It certainly will, because I've set up my emails properly. I've got rid of that mail spring because it was shit. So I've got Thunderbird on one and Outlook Express on my phone, and they work.
It's totally irrelevant, but I found a Mailbird email software client, and it's got a little sidebar on it. So whilst you're doing your emails, in the sidebar, you can have Facebook Messenger, WhatsApp, Facebook, everything all on the. So you don't need separate windows or screens. Yeah, Mailbird, really good. It's called Mailbird, and so you have your emails in it, like Outlook or whatever, or Hotmail or whatever, and you can have multiple email accounts, but it has a side window on it, and you can have like if you're trying to look at all your social media platforms and email at the same time, it's a nightmare, and you have to pay for it though. I think it's like £4 a month or something, but it's also got mail tracking. So if you send someone an email, it tells you when they opened it, what time they opened it, and whereabouts in the world they opened it, what computer they opened it on. So it's quite handy thinking.
Brilliant for any stalker.
Bit stalky, isn't it?
Oh, there's a lot of things you can. I shouldn't say it. But no, that's good.
Dawn, thank you for coming on the show. It's been a pleasure as ever. Chris, great to see you too. Have a great weekend down in Shropshire both. And obviously I'll speak to you, no doubt, very soon in the near future. I'm still going bottle digging with Chris. I'm going to force him to do that, even though he doesn't want to take me or not. He's doing it. I'm going to stalk him via Mailbird, and I'm going to find him, open it. I'll follow him to the point he's opening it, and I'll take me bottle digging with cake.
No,
Adrian, love you to bits. Thank you all for watching tonight. It's been a pleasure as ever. Thank you to Luke for all he does. And we will see you same time, same place next week. Good night, everyone.
Bye.
Bye. Cheers, Dawn. Cheers, Chris.
Bye.
Later.